Hi guys and welcome back. I saw Casey Holmes do a video on this, which is what I'm filming today, and it is the makeup that I don't use challenge. I think that's what it's called. So basically you go through your makeup collection and get the makeup that you never use, and it's just kind of disturbing because you actually go through your collection and you're like, I wasted so much money because I never use these products. So you kind of get them out of hiding. You kind of get them up and dust them off to be able to use them again, which I think is such a good idea. And hopefully I can fall back in love with some of these products. I think we all get into our makeup routines where we always reach for the same products and just kind of let other ones get kicked to the curb. Well, not today and not in this video. I have some oldies but goodies, man, and just like Casey said in her video, these are probably expired. I think almost every product I have in front of me is most likely expired. I'm excited to do this video and hope that I fall back in love with some of these products. So if you would like to see what happens, then keep on watching. When you guys see this primer, I think your mouth is going to drop just like mine did. It's the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the smoothing primer. This was one of the very first primers I have ever bought. This is probably the same exact one I bought probably 5 years ago, but I'm going to use it today and hope for the best and hope my skin doesn't hate me. It still smells good. It doesn't have a funky smell. Oh, if you guys notice these red marks right here, it's from my glasses. I wore my glasses yesterday after I took my makeup off because my eyes were bothering me so bad. But they sit so heavy right here on my nose, and it leaves the indentation there for a while. So I was trying to wait it out before I filmed, but I would have had to wait probably at least another hour for that to go away. And I wanted to film and get this done before I totally became a lazy piece of shit because I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. You know what? I can tell a difference right here where my big pores are and where some of my texture is because my skin is doing some purging, which is good. You got to get through the bad before you get to the good. But I can definitely tell there is some smoothiness. I can definitely tell it's smoother for sure. For foundation, the NYX Total Control Cover Drops. Do you guys remember this stuff? This was so cool when it came out. I got it pretty sure right when it launched. I just thought the concept was really neat. I'm just not quite sure about the shade, and I think that's one reason I stopped wearing it, because as far as I remember, it's a good foundation. So this shade might be a little weird. I remember this being pretty full coverage. Oh, shh, I do that every time with this foundation. I wear it, not just on my face. Yay! I remember this being so much more full coverage than what's going on right now. The shade looks a little more yellow undertone-ish. I can make it work, but that's probably why I stopped wearing it. I don't know how it's coming off on camera, but in person, it's a little, the undertone's a little off, but it's all right. I shall make it work. Okay, so far so good. So moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I remember really liking this, and for some reason I just choose other concealers over this. A lot of people seem to think that this is a Tarte Shape Tape dupe. I disagree, but to each his own, you know. Everybody has a right to their own opinion. We're going camping this weekend and I'm trying to get everything together, washing all the bedding, getting the food together, trying to get everything done before I just crash for the day, because if I get up at 3 o'clock, that's exactly what's going to happen. By noon, I'm going to be asleep. While I'm letting this dry down a little bit, the powder I'm going to go in with is the Cover FX Translucent Light Perfect Setting Powder. I like this powder. My only concern is, before I spill it everywhere, is that it might be a little dark for me right now. That went all over everything. It has a little bit, to me it has a little bit of a yellowish undertone as well. We'll see, we'll make it work. Yeah, it's a little yellow. Oh well. Could be worse. Could be worse. I have not used this bronzer in a while. I don't have too many bronzers in my collection. I'm pretty set on what I have and haven't splurged or bought any new bronzers in a long time. But the two bronzers that I don't use as much are by Wet n Wild. These are their Color Con bronzers. I have Sunset Striptease, and I forget what the other one is called, but out of the two, this is the one I use the least. So we're gonna try this one out. This one doesn't have a lot of shimmer in it, whereas the other one has a lot of shimmer. This is more matte. This shade looks like it's gonna not be that good. Not liking that shade too much, guys. But we're just gonna make it work. I have a feeling that I only used these bronzers when I did have a self-tan. All right, let me take my powder brush and just make sure this is blended. Maybe it won't look as weird. All right, let's move on because I took way too much time trying to make that bronzer work. For blush, oh my gosh, I don't even remember when I got this blush. This is an old blush. This is by CoverGirl. This is in the shade Rose Silk. It's a pretty shade, but I just go for my normal stuff, you know? It's a pretty shade, pretty pink. Where you at? There you go. Very natural looking blush. Has a little bit of shimmer in it, which is actually kind of nice. For highlighter, I love this when I got it. I just have it up on a shelf up over there, just kind of being displayed like a lot of my other makeup that's up here and on another shelf that you guys can't see. But anyway, it's the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. This is a bomb highlighter palette. It's just I forget about it because it's actually displayed. So I'm going to go in with Forever Lit and a little bit of Kitty Cat for my highlighter. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Holy moly. It's a great, great highlighter palette, man. For setting spray, this particular one isn't one that I ever gravitated to. It's the MAC Fix Plus. I know a lot of people love it. It's just, I don't know. I bought a little one, and as you can see, I still have a little bit in there. I never went through it just because I like certain ones so much better. But this is what I'm going to use today. Hopefully, I can get some out of here. Oh no, it's running out. Oh no. Oh geez, this ain't really doing anything. Okay, I tried. I'm just gonna use some Maria Badescu here. I got this palette when I was in Vegas and I thought it was so pretty. I think it was, I actually was able to get it for like 50% off, or it was some crazy ass deal because I bought something else, a different palette from Morphe. Well, anyway, sorry, my eyes creasing. It's the Morphe Boss Mood 35M palette from Morphe. And it looks so pretty, but from what I remember, the shades just weren't that pigmented. It took a lot to get them to do what I want on the eye, so that's one reason I don't really use it. And why is the green speaking to me? Do I use the green? Let's just do it. Could turn out awful, but it's just makeup. Let's go for it. Let's go for this lime green right here. Oh God. Oh, that is not attractive, is it? I'm not talking because I have no words right now. Made a bad decision. So I really do not like this shade. It is coming off super patchy. It is not an attractive shade, but I'm gonna try and make it work. Like puke ass green baby diarrhea on my eye. Oh, I just spit everywhere, but this, oh, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh, I'm gonna go in with this green shimmer and see if we can somehow manage to fix this at all whatsoever. I ain't doing shit. Yeah, this just is not looking good. See? Some things bring back good memories, some things bring back not so good memories. I knew there was a reason I didn't use this palette. Let's go in with this orange. This is the gold I try to use. I try to use that and then that. Let's try the orange. See, there's like no pigments. I typically like Morphe palettes, but this one is no bueno. That's about all I can do to try and save this right now because we're a mess. Okay, so I put on some Ardell number 207s. These are the most dramatic lash I have at the moment, so we could cover up some of this travesty. For mascara, I'm going to use the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. This is actually a great mascara. I just choose the Essence over any other mascara. I mentioned that in my last video. The Essence mascaras are my favorite. So I don't really use my NYX On the Rise, which I love. I like this. My L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black is another great mascara. So they kind of get put on the back burner. So it's nice to just bust out some goodies, you know? It was hard to choose a lip combo when it came to this eye look. I'm being so dramatic. I did find two that I have not used in so long. I'm going to start off with the Gerard Cosmetics Hydra Matte. I think this is just a liquid lipstick in the shade Serenity. I'm going to go over top of that with the Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Buttercream. Alright, so that is it for this makeup look. I will say that I really do like my base makeup. I was questioning it at first with the foundation shade, but I actually really like the way that it looks. I still think my old ass Makeup Forever smoothing primer did its job. I feel like my face does look smoother. My pores look less prominent, which is a good thing. I think the foundation looked good. Once I dragged it down my neck, the shade didn't bother me as much. The concealer looks great. I'm probably gonna start using this again because I really like the way that that looks. It doesn't look cakey, heavy, or anything like that. It looks good. I really like that. The powder looks great. I do think it made me a little darker, but if I use this as a highlight underneath of my eyes when I self-tan, I think this would be a great shade to set my concealer with when I self-tan. It's a little dark underneath of my eyes. I like a brighter highlight than that, but it does look great though. The bronzer I could go without. I'm not crazy about the color of it. I tried to mute it down and tone it down a little bit. It looks good for what I was trying to accomplish, I guess. I don't know if I would necessarily wear it out in person. It just looks, I don't know, it doesn't look as muddy as I thought it was going to. It looks really orange, like too orange to be a bronzer contour for me, for my taste, for me personally. So I don't know if I will be busting this out anytime soon. The highlighter, like I said, I've always enjoyed this palette. I need to just keep it with my highlighter so that I see it, so that I can use it more, because this is such a good highlighter. The palette is never getting used again. I do not enjoy that palette. I knew there was a reason that I don't use that palette. And I remembered when I was putting my lashes on, when I was in Vegas, I can't remember if I said this, I was buying, I believe I was getting the James Charles palette, and they had this palette on sale for like 50% off, or they were giving it away. It was something crazy. And now I see why they were basically giving this palette away, because it sucks. And you guys know I don't really dog products out on my channel. I try and give everything the benefit of the doubt, but that palette, do not waste your money on. Oh, the blush. The blush is nice. I just prefer my other blushes more. I don't think there's a lot of pigment in it. There is some shimmer in it. That doesn't necessarily bother me too much. But I don't know. I enjoy other blushes more than this. It's not a bad blush. It's just personal preference. I just enjoy other blushes better. The mascara, like I said, like it. Great mascara. Have no complaints here. It's just I prefer the Essence mascara more. The MAC Fix Plus, I probably won't buy again. It just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't do it for me. The lip combo, I have no complaints. Gerard Cosmetics, I like their products. I just, for some reason, don't reach for their products as much. But they're good products, really, if I'm being honest. I enjoyed filming this. I probably could do another one of these if you guys liked this video. I have fallen back in love with some of these products, and I hope that I can bust them out more and start to enjoy them again, because I did spend my hard-earned money on these products, so why not use them? But that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.